Grand Rising, YouTube Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. Not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone, but there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take the messages that resonate and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. I was meant to come in earlier. This is a part 2 to the message that I put up on the 6th. By the time this message comes out, it will be the 7th of August, a day before the energy of Lion's Gate. But I kind of been occupied today, and by the time I came back in to do this message, I had so many channeled messages in regards to this energy. It's like I couldn't just clear it and start again. And believe me and you, it's like everything and feeling that I've been feeling in regards to and around this message is relevant. It's like an energy of hesitation. It's like someone's wanting to come in towards you in order to have this communication coming off of the previous message. I got a few dates. September the 22nd to October the 23rd may be relevant. There's definitely a significance around, I believe the energy, the date I got was the 6th. Sorry, June the 11th. Also October the 6th and December the 4th are the moon energies that came through in the previous message, which I feel is very relevant in regards to this message, especially the energy around June the 11th. I feel like where there was emotions running high, a realization in regards to one of the energies that I'm picking up on within this message. I was picking up on certain quotes, this rising after coming out of the first message. Things like fun and joke aside, sometimes you have to take serious thing and make joke. Know of it, just don't be of it. It's this energy of deep conversations, truth be told. You know? Someone speaking of their karma as a result of what was done against you with ill intentions. Someone speaking of the consequences of their actions, of their playboy in and out energy. Explaining that they've been brought back to their inner child, that they're going through this energy of an awakening. Again, going back to June the 11th may be relevant. I see another particular energy for those that may be resonating with this message as an energy of you didn't allow whatever took place within this energy of the tower, within this energy of the past, within this energy of this 23-year cycle, possibly 24-year cycle that's coming to a close. This could have been with up to 3 connections from your past. They all you know that this was a sacred union, a purposeful connection, one that was to bring you balance and to bring trust into your life. Trust in the Most High, the Divine, and your inner ability to inspire. I then got zoned into this energy of the Hangman, and it was kind of giving me this energy of 2 in 1. You know, you can even call it this energy of this sacred union, this twin flame union, but it's been through a lot of heat, a lot of hot water. On one hand, I was picking up on this energy of the Hierophant, whatever this connection is, it's very untraditional. It's definitely here as a lesson to be learned. There's been lessons to be learned over this 23-year cycle that's coming to a close with the Wheel of Fortune that came through in the previous message, and this energy of all is in divine timing. So as I was going about my day today, I was kind of guided to, when I come back into this message, read from the bottom of the deck. And the cards that was at the bottom of the deck was Dust Devil, moving out of this energy of stagnation, self-expression, Libra Sun, angel number 1001, spiritual awakening. Trust the guidance you're receiving, and beauty, Six of Pentacles, and the strength, and the energy of go for it, new moon in Aries, may be relevant. And I feel like that's the positive energy that's needed to be focused on right now. When I read the energy of Dust Devil, speaks volumes. Card number 15. It says the presence of the Dust Devil causes some people are afraid, causes a ruckus. But anyway, some people are afraid of this chaotic nature, believing that he comes to intentionally stir things up. The truth is, you can't expect this dream ally to behave, to bring niceness, to be clean. His power is to mess. He creates as he calls for you to engage in full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now. The winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at you or happening to you, and the winds that churn inside you, with the Dust Devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your invisible chains shackling to the barren desert. Stop asking for things to be perfect, awkward, messy, conflicted, and wild is how you shift. Trust this process. The Dust Devil knows what you need when you need it. Once things settle, you will see the gleaming jewels awaiting your discovery, the wisdom awaiting interrogation. And I feel like that's coming off of this energy of the devil that came through in the previous message, which is in regards to these connections that's put you through disappointment, heartache. I'm hearing shame. These life experiences was in order for you to gain wisdom and inner standing in regards to your destiny and your direction, and what it was that you needed to release and let go of. What it is that you take forward with you into this energy or step into the spotlight. It wasn't an intention for you to give up on love, although it may have felt very heavy and toxic, the energies that you may have been connected to. I'm picking up on this energy here. I see this energy as many energies. Initially, I saw this as those who may be resonating with this message, and I stand by the previous message that came through. But as I was channeling this energy this evening, I'm seeing this energy as ancestral energy times 3. I'm seeing that this is an energy of your past that may have well been in this energy of the devil, Capricorn energy. Also, a cycle needed to close, lessons needed to be learned in regards to not repeating the same cycles, chains had to be broken. This could have been an ancestor also that was living in an unorthodox way. You also may be an energy that lives in an unorthodox way, and not a traditional way of worship, kind of an energy, spiritual rather than religious. but your light shines differently is what I'm hearing right now. It's like the energy that you're going to bring is something different to those of the past. Those that was in this is low vibrational energy, or those that couldn't break the chains within their lifetime of these toxic cycles that they were connected to or in. Overall message, angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael, this is the deck. It says, don't give up on love. And I can see somebody in this hanged energy contemplating these energies of the Two of Cups that's here in the reverse, partnerships. Ace of Cups is also in the reverse. Someone's needing to come out of this energy of the Hermit. Someone's being isolated far too long, needing to take a chance on love, on self. Inspirations underneath this, going back to the previous message. It's that kind of an energy of there's levels to this. Again, I was picking up on this energy of a 23 to 24 year cycle ending. 21 could have felt like the peak of this energy. Either 21 years, you could be 21, or could be a 21 again cycle. 2010 may also be significant to this energy. I see two in connect with their and your higher self. I see two of you in connection with your higher self, but not standing within your power, with the Hierophant and the Hermit both in the reverse. You know, I see connections that's being broken because of your spirituality and the fact that you've been in this energy of isolation. You know, this energy of segregation, separation. It's giving me this. You know, you separated yourself from people, places, and things that don't serve your highest good. You're moving towards where there's more passion, where there's more nurturing, or at least that's what I see somebody seeking here. It's that energy of needing to, again, bottom of the deck, trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also Archangel Michael, present to clear away your worries so you can trust the divine. Past 11 years may also be relevant. I feel like I'm connecting with many different energies as I was channeling this message prior to pressing record. Picking up on this energy of wake-up calls, the energy also of the pennies finally dropped. There was this energy I was also picking up on here of a falseness, of a false soul tie that may have made you feel very drained. Images I was seeing at this point of somebody's hands on the earth and absorbing the energy of Mother Earth. You know, it's that kind of an energy, gaining your strength in regards to this regeneration, this transformation. I'm picking up on this energy of feeling ungrounded, needing to find that balance within yourself in order for this opportunity that's about to open up for you. All in perfect time, you're going to understand why all of this is taking place, you know. I'm just hearing right now the devil is going to finally show itself to you. It's going to reveal himself or herself to you. It's going to make you understand that epiphany energy, that penny finally dropped kind of an energy of why you've gone through all that you've gone through. Why you're in this energy of judgment, this awakening. Let me see, tell me more about this energy for those. Gonna have to press pause. The card that came through was bring balance. It reads, you're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. Release is at the bottom of the deck. You are being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Release and let it go. With the Ten of Swords here in the reverse. Tell me more about this energy of the Hierophant here in the reverse in regards to this energy for those that may be resonating with this message. Again, like I said, since the first message, part 1, this rising, there's been so many distractions, disturbances, and I just feel like that's part of the energy that's coming through for those that may be resonating. And we've got listen, falling in the reverse. It says you are being asked to listen to your inner voice, which is at the bottom of the deck of the previous message. It says it's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on this wisdom, this energy of needing to come out of this isolation. Going back to the channeled message, pay attention to your energy, your higher self, the voice of the divine, the Most High, your angels, your ancestors that's been assigned to you from birth in order to lead you into this direction. Trust came through in the previous message. Another distraction, had to pause again. But as I paused, grounding was at the bottom of the deck. So let's see, in regards to this energy of the Hermit, why is the Hermit here in the reverse? In regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective you need. Maybe that's the guidance that you've been receiving inwardly, intuitively, that you needed to come out of this energy of isolation. Maybe you may need to travel, go away, small retreat, but out of the environment that you've been in. I'm picking up on this energy of a homebody. Somebody may have been bed bound with the Four of Swords in the reverse, but I can see with the Four of Swords in the reverse that somebody's coming out of this energy of bad health, out of this energy of, I don't want to use the word relaxation, but you may now feel rejuvenated, able to take on what it is that you're needing to take on with the Four of Swords. What is it that you're needing to take on in this energy? So this is the energy of the aftermath, the aftermath of the tower. And I don't feel like it's just been a now tower. Like I said, this is cycles. This feels like a lengthy cycle. Expand. And the card going back to part 1 is inspiration. It says you're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go from there. Bottom of the deck, it says honor yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. So let's see, in regards to this energy of don't give up on love, what's the message here for those that may be resonating with this energy? Abundance and discovery wants to come through alongside release. Release came through these lessons that you've gone through. It's leading you to this energy of discovering the abundance that you have within yourself and within like this connection. It says new ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. Double confirmation going back to part one in another deck. It says while there is still work to be done, work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. And we've got passions here underneath the energy of the Queen of Pentacles that's here in the reverse. That energy of having lack of finance, not feeling very stable right now, not feeling very nurtured in order to be in this energy of stepping into the light. And speaking of your pain and the disconnections, the sorrows that you've been through, the betrayals, the burdens that you've had to release in order to get to where you are right now, in order to receive this energy of abundance. It says you're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you are deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step forward towards receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way to you. So in regards to this energy of stepping to the spotlight, show me the energy that those that may be resonating. Be yourself. Authenticity is just came through. I'm picking up on this energy of his story. History is not your story. You know, doing it differently to those before you, breaking the chains that they was unable to break within their lifetime. You know, it's the kind of energy, it's down to you. It says, be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from the expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet to success. Bottom of the deck, it says soar. It says you are being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one, it reads. And that's double confirmation. Of just be you. You know, you can never go wrong in just being you, being your true authentic self. There's lessons that you've learned, wisdom that I feel like you have to share to be the inspiration that you needed at one point. Okay, so I'm going to go back into this energy of don't give up on love. This energy that I feel like you may have been trying to avoid whilst in this energy whilst in this energy of being in the hermit. You know, I'm picking up this energy of being guided to explore is the word I'm hearing. So let's see, in regards to this energy of not to give up on love, don't give up on love. What's coming towards those that's resonating with this energy in the area of love? Sacrifice. And I understand why it's falling into this energy of the devil, of this toxicity, of these chains that it's needed to be broken free from. The chains of the past. All of this was to expand you, to bring balance into your life. Now is the time to release and let it go. Understand that it was all to character build you, you know. It's now time for you to step into the light and soar. I'm picking up on this energy of someone may feel like they lost a lot, but you're going to gain more than what you lost, you know. I remember a reader years ago said, and it was a quote that kind of stuck with me. And it said, what you lost isn't greater than what's to come. Be appreciative of the balance that's been brought into your life. Through the good, the bad, and the ugly is the energy I'm picking up on here. So let's see in regards to this energy. Anticipation. It says embrace the sweet anticipation of love arrival in your life. It's coming. Tell me more about this energy of what or who is coming towards those that may be resonating with the energy of this message. It's going to have sparks. Sparks are going to be flying. There may be a marriage, a wedding that's involved here. Again, the Hierophant is the energy also of the marriage card, the card of those who may have been non-committal towards you in the past. If this is somebody from your past coming back towards you, I feel like there's going to be a new leash, you know? The energy level is going to be different. Even if it's not somebody from your past, whosoever you're moving towards, the energy level is going to be different to that of your past. There's going to be a spark, you know? Keep the spark flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. Taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. And what's coincident and funny about that, ironic even, is this falling underneath this energy of energy levels. Full of passion. It's going to be a love that flies, you know, that kind of free-spirited love. Kind of guided to read card 2121. 33. It says prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. The day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. Let's see, tell me more about this energy. For those that may be in this energy, show me the energy of love that's coming towards those that may be resonating. Nurture. Again, the energy of where you once never felt nurtured, where you may have felt stifled is what I'm picking up on. By this energy of the devil, by this energy of this sacrifice energy. You may have made a wish. And I feel like it's the energy of the divine, the Most High saying to you, trust. Again, it's the energy that was at the bottom of the deck. That even though it may have taken 23 to 24 years in order for this wish to come true, to come to pass, your prayer, your wish was answered. Your cry was heard. It's that kind of an energy. Tell me this energy in regards to discovery. Like this energy of discovery here. I feel like the energy of discovery is more so about you than what it is that you find outside of yourself. It's more about that inner beauty that may have been tainted at one point. You never gave up on love is the energy I'm picking up on here. Tell me more about this energy of discovery. Two cards came through. Falling fast and boundaries. And I feel like this is the energy that, or the lessons that's being learned. First of all, there's a need to have boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries. Protect them. I'm hearing a song right now from a dancehall artist called Lisa Hype. And she says, stand in love, don't fall in love, stand up in love. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Set your boundaries. You know, you may feel challenged by this. I'm picking up this new emotion that you haven't felt for some time. It's the energy of don't lose yourself, you know. Don't forget all of what you've learned within these cycles. So let's get one more card in regards to the overall outcome of what's coming towards you in regards to this energy of the Magician, which is the overall energy of part one. Something that you've manifested and created for yourself in the midst of this tower and of this devil, of this sacrifice energy. Imperfections wants to stand up tall, you know, stand tall within your imperfections. It says love is beautiful. Love is a beautiful mess. Embrace it, embrace its imperfections. And we've got connection here now in the upright. It came through previous message in the reverse. Weak connections, you know. I remember making these in school out of paper. They're not strong connections. The connections that you're going to make right now in this energy of your imperfections. Again, I said at the end of the previous message, love is in the eyes of the beholder. And somebody didn't realize what they had when they gave you away. It's the energy I'm picking up on right now. It says, love is the bridge connecting souls. Cherish those connections. Embrace the sweet anticipations of love, which is arriving in your life very soon. Once you've released these burdens, this heavy load. Don't allow anyone to disturb the peace that you've created within yourself and around you. Is the energy I'm picking up on here. Individuality. Don't allow anyone, again, to mess with the work and the healing that you've done on yourself in order to have this energy of a newfound love for self. You found that spark within yourself, despite what it is that you've gone through. You paid attention to your inner guidance, individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. Can't say it. Abundance is right behind that. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. You're breaking free from these toxicities, from fake friendships, you know, friend or foe, who wasn't to be trusted. Trust is here in the reverse. They weren't leading you anywhere. They weren't bringing you in the right direction. Void, romance, baggage, apology. It just gets deeper, but I feel like this is the positivity that you're meant to focus on. What's coming through here, you know? Remember who you are. I had to press pause because this saying, from I saw the imperfection card come through, it's kind of been playing on my mind, but I couldn't get it together. But I had to Google it. So it says perfectly imperfect means that something is considered beautiful or valuable despite having flaws or imperfection. It embraces the idea that these flaws are not weaknesses, but rather contribute to the unique character and authenticity of the item or person. It suggests a balance between recognizing imperfections and appreciating the overall positive qualities. And then it goes back to this energy came through at the ending of the message one. For every action you take, there is a reaction, a cost that must be measured with balance and a replacement where your world is concerned. The action must measure the fragility of the item and the realization that there is only one, unique and irreplaceable. When we are young, we often go to the big pawn shops in the sky and we trade something priceless for what we think we want. That's that sacrifice energy. Something wasn't given enough time to nurture, you know. And we trade something priceless for what we think we want. Years later, it's coming to go back when we're desperately in need of what we gave away to see if we can get it back. But it was sold long ago and forever. We lose family, talents, loves, and idols in this great exchange. We don't think about how selling out eventually breaks us into pieces. On the other hand, if what you sold could be redeemed, who would be the redeemer? If the cost is if the cost is a broken you, is the redemption restored? Is the redemption a restored you? Is it possible that you've been whole all along, but lacked the love and eyes to see it? It's like someone took you for granted. Someone didn't see you for who you was or who you are. You know, I want to pull a postcard message to close this energy. And look after this energy of this message for those that may be resonating. It's the most important message that they're needing to hear at this time. So the card reads, Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that are open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you will feel the satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcomes. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you are willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. And that's the card that came through, bottom of the deck. New Moon and Aries. Go for it. Previous message, bottom of the deck. Guided to read the bottom of the deck of the postcard. And we've got here, Dearest you. There are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crossed over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open, wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love, and always and forever. And on that note, I'm going to end this message here, and I hope it's brought you some kind of clarity, insight. You know, if the message has resonated with you, you know, subscribe to the channel, comment, share, you know, and I will come back in again and do some readings again in regards to the full moon in Aquarius that we're having. And I'm picking up strongly this energy is even here of the new moon in Virgo, which we're going to be having on the 23rd of August. And also the energy of Lion's Gate, not forgetting that we're also in the retrograde and coming into another retrograde also soon. I believe it's Uranus. So there's a lot of energy that's being manifested right now in bringing all of this, I feel like, into alignment for those of you that may be resonating.